So thank you so much for the organizers for accommodating my research topic in this second edition of International Heart Congress. I'm here to discuss the efficacy of yoga as a health promotion lifestyle method to reduce stress among medical students. So I begin this session with a small prayer which goes like Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhave Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The translation of this Sanskrit prayer goes as, may all become happy, may none fall ill, may all see auspiciousness everywhere, may none ever feel sorrow. Om, peace, peace, peace. So this I say to begin my session because this is what is the essence of yoga. And my paper has been accommodated in the preventive cardiology session. So for those of you who are wondering how it is related here in the Heart Congress, this is under the preventive cardiology session. So this is the Surya Namaskar, which is a very efficient or which includes all the important asanas of yoga. I wish I could play this video for you. I'm sorry, I couldn't play the video. So we go for the objectives of this session. We are just going to discuss what is yoga and how does it help, and the medical students' practice of yoga, which we did here in India, a few asanas and its benefit and its way forward. So this session, I begin with a small story where a little boy asks a balloon seller if a black color balloon would fly. This balloon seller at the beach has got all different colors of balloon, and this little boy asks him if a black color balloon would fly. And to this, the balloon seller replies that it isn't the color of the balloon that makes it fly, but it is what is within. So yoga is ideally bringing a great change from within, which would really help you reach new heights. So that is the essence of yoga. And the practice of yoga is easy. It's going to be safe, low cost, and it is acceptable. So yoga is defined as a balance of the mind. In simple words, the word yoga is derived from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means to unite or integrate. The word hatha is a Sanskrit, hatha yoga is a form of yoga, and the word hatha is a Sanskrit combination of the words ha and tha, moon. The ha refers to sun and tha, the moon, which is in itself a union of opposites. Qualities associated with the sun are heat, masculinity, and effort, while moon qualities are coolness, femininity, and surrenderance. Hatha Yoga is designed to help us bring pair of opposites together in our heart, mind, and body for the purpose of discovering something deeper about the nature of our existence. Yoga is a series of physical and mental exercises. The mental techniques would include breathing exercises or pranayama, meditation or dhyana to discipline the mind and thereby live in the present. At the physical level, the methods will comprise several postures or asanas that will aim to keep the body healthy. Practice of yoga not only reduces basal anxiety levels, it also promotes self-awareness, self-reflection, and self-care. So here I am with the 10 principles of yoga. So the 10 principles of yoga go like this: non-violence, which is otherwise ahimsa, truthfulness or satya in Sanskrit, righteousness or asteya, wisdom or brahmacharya, simplicity or aparigraha, worship of the spiritual goal, sacrifice the ego, self-discipline, self-study, contentment finally. Okay, so when there's contentment, there's happiness. And this study that we did was funded by the Indian Council for Medical Research. They fund the short-term studentship, which is funding to encourage research among medical students. And this was done by my student, Dr. P.A. Hariharan, under my guidance. He has now completed his undergraduation degree and he's out of his college, and we have he has consented for me to present the study here in this forum. And the aim and objective of this study was to assess the efficacy of yoga as a health promotion lifestyle method to reduce stress among medical students. Because there are several studies which is happening and letting us know that the stress level among medical students is increasing. It's like more than 50% of students are stressed because of the elaborate academic curriculum that they have to manage with during their period of study. So the materials and methods were like the study design and sampling description is, this was a cross-section study done at Sree Balaji Medical College and Hospital, which is located in the capital city of Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Tamil Nadu is a state in India. So this happened from the first week of March 2021 to the last week of April 2021. So it was a simple random sampling method, and the study setting was due to the onset of COVID-19 pandemics, the sessions were conducted online. The inclusion criteria were students who gave consent to participate in the study, and exclusion criteria was students with history of spinal problems, recent joint injuries were excluded. And the mechanism to assure quality of study was feedback from the students, and the study period was over a duration of 6 weeks. So here we have shown the observation result. Question was circulated among the students after the practice of yoga for 6 weeks, and we saw that there was overall we found a difference in the overall mean of the perceived stress scale with a p-value of 0.001, which is very significant. And this is consistent with our hypothesis that there is reduction in stress of the students after practicing yoga. See, the overall mean perceived score of the study participants calculated before starting the score session was around 25. But after completion of 6 weeks of yoga practice, the overall mean perceived stress score of students is reduced to 21.04. From the above graph, we understand that there is significant reduction in the perceived stress score after 6 weeks of practicing yoga. And since the period of practicing yoga is of 6 weeks, we could see the significant reduction. And we believe that if it is practicing yoga is proceeded further, there will be a further reduction in the stress levels of the students. So it is very evident from the study that yoga helps relieve stress among medical students. And yoga proves to be a simple, economic, and accessible way to stay healthy, both physically and mentally. So according to the recent competency-based medical education which is proposed by the National Medical Commission for the MBBS students, yoga has become a compulsory part of the curriculum, and it is being taught to them during their foundation course. This system has been implemented for the batch of students from the academic year of 22-23 batch. And even at the end, when they do the rotatory internships, they are posted for a week at the yoga department. That is the department of elective, the different Indian medicines like Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy, and Sawarigpa. And here we see, what we see here is the sun salutation. This sun salutation is, I'm just discussing a few asanas for you. This sun salutation is we can say is a summary of the various yogas in postures in Hatha Yoga. It includes 12 postures, each stretching various ligaments and giving different movements to the vertebral column. And the dynamic movements and controlled breathing will enhance cardiovascular health and stimulate blood circulation. So life-giving Surya Namaskar renders the muscles and spine devoid of any stiffness. And the sun's rays, this is ideally performed facing the rising sun or the setting sun. So the sun's rays removes the toxins along with perspiration. So this is pranayama or the Nadi Shodha, where you see that how controlled breathing techniques will help in reducing anxiety problems. Through this, mental health is improved, which ultimately leads to stability and greater peace of mind. Through meditation, the calmer alpha waves present in the brain are induced, and this is normally experienced during deep relaxation process. And this in turn improves memory, mental clarity, and physical coordination. Daily practice of pranayama can help permanently decrease blood pressure and stabilizes heart rate. So a reference of this yoga is in the book Ikigai. I had referred the book Ikigai, written by Hector Garcia and Francis Miralles. So they have mentioned about yoga for one way to reach a state of mindfulness. And this is a Marjory Asana. And in this Marjory Asana, you see it is otherwise called the cat pose. It is a gentle back bend that loosens up the spine. And here you see that this posture will reduce the stress and calm the mind. And it is actually a spiritual practice that opens the Anahata chakra. I don't want to elaborate on it, but the whole body is divided into 6 chakras. A chakra is a word for wheel. The body is divided into 6 different wheels, and the particular wheel, the heart chakra, is opened when we do this Marjory Asana. And this posture will improve blood circulation, oxygen, and vital nutrients circulations to the brain to boost coordination, focus, and mental stability. So next we have the Vrikshasana, where you stand like a tree. This is like you stand with the left leg and bend the right leg and place the right foot on the root of the left thigh. You stand like this like a tree on the ground, and Vriksha is a word for tree. And this Vrikshasana improves the body's flexibility and strength, which controls blood pressure, respiration, metabolism, and heart rate. And the next asana is Trikonasana. And tri meaning 3 and kona meaning corner. It is so named as the final posture of the body resembles a triangle, with the torso, upper limbs, and the lower limbs forming the sides of the triangle. This asymmetrical pose will benefit the lungs by expanding the rib cage when practiced on both sides. The chest opening with enhanced space in the rib cage increases the elasticity of the diaphragm. This benefits the pulmonary and cardiac function of the body. These were some of the asanas which were taught to the students during our 6 weeks period of yoga practice. The Virabhadrasana. This is a pose where it is called the warrior pose. And this yoga pose helps relieve stress and enhances overall blood circulation. It keeps the heart rate in check, reduces the risk of developing arrhythmias. It also improves the body balance and boosts stamina. And this is the seated bend pose, and this is called the Paschimottan Asana, where the back side of the whole body is stretched completely. And this purpose of this asana is to bring the head lower than the heart. It erects the spine and also improves the heart rate. And this is the Jatara Parivartasana, which is means the turning of the belly in English. And the benefits of this asana are there is deep diaphragmatic breathing, depends on chest and abdominal mobility. And this asana expands and mobilizes the rib cage and abdomen to promote free breathing. So, as per research which was published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine in November 2010, it was found that the total participants who participated in 3 sessions of yoga, each session of 60 minutes, experienced a greater relaxation and mood improvement and encountered reduction in anxiety levels as compared to the results of those persons who opted for walking practice in their schedule. And 21st June, they declared the International Yoga Day. And I'm very fortunate that I'm just presenting to you about yoga after this International Yoga Day celebration, day of the Northern Hemisphere. And I would definitely say yoga is 99% practice and 1% theory. Yoga universal aspiration for health and as put forward by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So these are my references, and I thank everybody here. A big thanks from the land of yoga, India, for your attention and for allowing me to present this paper at the 2nd edition of Heart Congress. Thank you, everybody. This final prayer translates as, may we all be protected, may we all be nourished, may we work together with great energy, may our intellect be sharpened, and let there be no animosity among us. And once again, peace, peace, and peace. Merci beaucoup.